Hey everybody, it's review time again, and here's a brand new firework from prestigious Pyrotechnics for 2023 called Audacious. 240 shots. It contains 25 and 30mm diameter tubes, category F3, and it's got 3,690 grams of net explosive content in this. And the effect height, according to this, reaches 35 meters high. So these are some big effects in here. I would turn it around to show you the label, but this weighs an absolute ton. So here's a cutaway instead. And as you can see, the label says there are 4 cakes within this compound. And because it's category F3, spectators must be at least 25 meters away. So let's open this up and see what it's like inside. It says, please tear off lid top. Do not take firework out of the outer casing box. Ensure all instructions are followed before ignition of firework. Ignition off firework. Chinese translation there again. So we'll open this, and then this would rip off, and inside there are the 4 components that make up this barrage from prestigious Pyrotechnics. And I can see the different size tubes. We've got 25 and 30 mils in here. Angles as well, so it's not just straight firing. This is going to be really sky filling. See lots of different unusual angles and firing patterns in here as well. Main fuse and reserve fuse, which you'd expect on a firework this size. And if you want to know more about reserve fuses, check out my video that I did on that. You'll find a link to that in the corner of your screen now. So this is Audacious. Great big compound from prestigious Pyrotechnics, new for 2023. Over 3.5 kilograms of net explosive content. And here's an exclusive first look. So what did I think of Audacious, a new 240 shot compound from prestigious Pyrotechnics? There are some really nice colours and effects here. Very bright colourful comets rise to big powerful deep gold bursts with gold glitter or red glitter. And there are some V-firing brocades with nice deep blue stars. And then some red, green, crackles and blues. And that's just all in the first section. In the second section there are crackling comet tails rising to gold shimmering bursts with blue stars, and a little bit of Z firing thrown in there as well. In the third section there are some nice oranges and purples, and some V-fired brocades with a nice hang to them. And then a nice mix of effects in the fourth and final section, including some W-fired shots. So there's a lot packed into this compound, which lasts around 1 minute and 40 seconds. What particularly stood out for me was how bright the comets were with every launch. Quite often compounds focus on the bursts, but don't really have a lot going on underneath. That's not the case with Audacious, as the bright and vivid comets really do add something a little extra to this compound. Did it reach an effect height of 35 metres? Well, I fired this alongside some other fireworks that have a 25 metre effect height, and I didn't particularly notice that Audacious fired any higher than any of them. But that's not to take anything away from this, the effects are still really big and sky-filling. So let's look at the price. The RRP, or recommended retail price, for the Audacious compound from prestigious Pyrotechnics is £449.99. And you'll typically be able to purchase this for around £350 this year. Would I pay £350 for this? Well, it does have over 3.5 kilograms of powder in it. It's 25 and 30mm tubes throughout, and the 1.3G effects are big and really quite nice. It would have been nice if it had lasted perhaps just a little bit longer, maybe around 2 minutes, rather than 1:40. And some of the effects were similar to those you'll find in other prestigious products. When I was actually watching this firework, some of the gold and blue sections, for example, reminded me a little of the effects produced by Sensational, which is an F3 1.3G 56 shot and 25mm barrage. For the price of one Audacious compound, you could actually buy 5 Sensationals, which would also be quite impressive. Don't get me wrong, Audacious is a fantastic compound. I really like it, and there's lots of variety in there, which will keep audiences interested and entertained throughout. For me, I'm just a little undecided at its current price point, but hey, if you've got the budget, Audacious will be a real crowd pleaser. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, why not check out my channel for more exclusive firework reviews.